Hey, Met Squad, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's check to make sure the notification went out, the sound is working, and then I'll get into what I'm doing today. Oh, don't mind me if I'm a little scatterbrained right now, guys. I just was watching Bold and the Beautiful, and whew, let's just say that's getting very interesting. If you watch the soaps, Young and the Restless or Bold and the Beautiful, Bold and the Beautiful is getting very interesting. Restless or Bold and the Beautiful. Bold and the Beautiful is getting very interesting. Okay, so sound's working. Notification on out. But yeah. So today I am working. Oh, I need to shut that. Um, I am working on the King's Path from DAC. This is what we got done so far. I'm down to the last 7 sections. I have four. Well, working on five, 6x6, and two 4x6 sections. So that's where we're at right now with that. I'm working on starting the little lion cub now. I actually also put S for S garnet in his eyes, like I did the big one. Um, so I thought that would look cute. How is everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. What are y'all working on? Hey, Kokisha. Yeah, I know it's looking really really good. Um, I'm hoping I'll have this one done either this week or probably next week. Um, I promise this one ain't gonna take me 5 months to get done. I don't know. I gotta admit that was the we're all mad here. So that was the very first huge square drill painting I've done. So, but this one's a lot of there's a lot of color blocking in this. There's confetti, but there's also a lot of color blocking in this one. So it's going pretty quick. Uh, let's see. Uh, let's see what the other section. What did that little dots? But yes. Um, what have I got going on? I got all my canvases almost kitted up for March. Uh, I have one I still need to kit up. Um, I got one, two, three, four, five kits that I'm working on for March, and this one will, if I'm not finished by the end of the month. But the other kits are all 30 by 30 or 30 by 40. So a couple of them, I'll whip them out in no time. Um, yeah, but sorry, I just scatterbrained for a minute. Um, I may be putting my coloring page videos um, on hold for a little bit. Um, just just because I have the different events I'm doing for March. I'm doing a couple different events. Um, I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I haven't actually sat down and mapped out my schedule for March. The only thing I've mapped out is my live schedule. So I have to sit down with that and come up with my recording schedule as well. Or I may um, go into doing um, a couple time lapse videos as well. How much of a 30 by 30. Because I can sit down and I can bust out a 30 by 30 in 5 or 6 hours. I swear that little tiger is coming out so cute. He's a lot of the darker blues and purples, um, which is making him really stand out. So that's why I put the S for S red in his eyes, the garnet, was to make his eyes stand out. If not, you wouldn't have been able to really see his eyes. Um, in my opinion. But that's the beauty part of doing this. We can change whatever we want um, on our canvases. We can, rechart however we want. If we don't like the way it looks, take it back off and either chart it the way it was charted or try something else. But so yeah, so that's what I got going on right now. This Thursday, I don't know if there will be a live stream. I have some errands to run that morning, and depending on how long, you know, it takes to do all that, is if I will come back home and do it live. Uh, but then again, there may be a pop up live at some point this week, in place of the live that I'm doing because, well, it won't be Friday because I have a lot of errands to run on Friday as well. Friday is bingo at our local library. So me and my mom always try to go to that. Um, just that. So it's a busy week this week. Um, I do have a couple videos filmed that I can edit, I think. I know I have some that I know I have videos that get through to the beginning of March. But the videos may go on hiatus for a while. Um, I don't know. It's just a little cray cray right now. So yeah. Sorry guys, I thought my phone was going off for a minute. Um, Mom, I think one of your outside kitties just went walking towards the door. I'm just letting you know you're probably getting ready to get summons. They will. They will come to the door and they will meow and cry for her to come to the door. It is so cute. They actually will sit there until she meow and cry until she comes to see them. Scooty Boots is bougie. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? All four of the cats are bougie. We do. We have some bougie cats. Sometimes they'll eat certain things, sometimes they won't. It's funny. It is really crazy funny. And then even with their cat food, sometimes it's like we finally found a cat food that they'll all four eat. Because it had gotten to point we had a couple different brands that they would that are good for them that they'll eat. Hi, ass fucker. And yeah, they got to the point where they only want this one brand of cat food now. But, they're bougies. Hey! Okay. Never mind the blonde moment. Leave me alone. Okay, never mind. Blonde moment. Anyway, I digress. It's been a crazy fucking week. Let's put it down. It has been a crazy fucking week. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Cookies, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I still, hey Jamie, yeah, it has really, but I'm just talking about that one specific incident. Yeah, I still don't know how we all got dragged into that. I'm like, but it is what it is. Wait a minute. I just realized something. Yeah, I know. Give me a freaking second. Butthead. I know, it's fucking YouTube. There. Hey, Jennifer. But, yeah, it's actually been a crazy 2.5 months for me, but I'm not speaking on the other stuff right now because it has nothing to do with YouTube. Okay. Where the hell are you then? I know, I've gone MIA from the other program. I've gone, and that's only because computer monitor decided to take a fucking shit. Oh, okay. And I've had to hook that to the big screen, and I don't get on there as much. So yeah. Well, I'm in the same place as always, but we're not going to go there. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Shall I? Okay, I can't believe I'm going to actually. Do I even want to know why? Or should I already know the answer why? What are you doing, Joey? Oh. You gotta love them. No. That's my light pad shining through the canvas. Where's the button? That's just the light pad shining through the canvas. This section's kind of some whites, some purples, some blues. Yeah, you gotta kind of love X's because when you find out one of them works not far, not at a Walmart, not far from you, gal. Yeah, and it's the one you want to throat punch over some stuff. So I will not be shopping that Walmart. Not like we ever really go to that one anyway. We get my sister to take us to Walmart. We usually go to Fruit one. They got a better selection. Okay. You have to do that after the live because I'm live right now, so I can't talk on the phone. Hey, Cindy. Let's just let's just say it's not been. I'll tell you later. Don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna put that out on here because after what I've gone through this week, it would be spread all over the internet. Yeah, and I'm not giving them the satisfaction of spreading my personal business. You do know that you'll have to send me a message because I kind of had to reboot my phone and it didn't update all my contacts. So I've had to be putting everybody in for the last month. And that's been a bitch. And the thing is, I don't understand why because I had my stuff back up to the cloud and for some reason it backed up everything but my contacts. I digress. I digress. It is what it is. Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. But, let's let's do the orders. C is for cookie, 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 cookie. God, you can tell I'm a huge Sesame Street kid. Shocked I didn't do the whole count thing. But, you know. I don't know. My mind's just elsewhere, kind of right now, but it'll be all right. Really? Seriously? Give me a see technical difficulties. Yeah, I keep saying the same thing, Cindy, but I don't do it. I just don't understand because it backed up everything else to the cloud. All my apps, um, all that, all my pictures, but it didn't back up my contacts. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I know I'm a stinking dumb redneck at times, but I'm not dumb enough that I don't know how to click the button for it to, back up all these different things. I know I clicked it. So it's on freaking Straight Talk when it backed up. Let's see. I don't know why my color kicked out. I'm like, really? You know, I wasn't worried about the pictures because I had already, all the pictures I had already, they were backed up to the Google picture thing. And of course, the apps, I can re download those. Um, the main thing I wanted, the main thing. No, they had to drop the ball on that one. They had one job and they couldn't even do it. Because see, when I take pictures, most of the time when I take pictures, it's basically just diamond painting pictures anyway. So here lately, I've been using my tablet to take those. Hi, Sissy. Hi, Linda. Yeah, yeah, it won't. If it doesn't get backed up to your cloud when you save it, then it doesn't come over. I'm like, I know that I checked for my contacts because I actually save every so often. I have my phone saved to cloud just in case something like that happens. Like, and I need to restore my phone to factory settings. Then it'll bring everything over. Yeah, no. Oh, okay, so see, yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing good. Considering it's icky weather, and they said it was supposed to be 70 degrees today, and me and mom are like, yeah, no, it didn't get up to what it said. Yeah, we're supposed to actually get rain, yeah. Yeah, I know. I got one a few minutes ago. I'm waiting for the Echo Dot to turn to get the yellow ring. It just fell off. You woke up to a mini snowstorm. Okay. Yeah, we barely got any snow this year at all. And it's really funny though because we usually get snow. We've had snow since then. You're just talking about feet of snow. I'm not talking about feet of snow. I'm just talking about snow in general. That's still snow, woman. I digress. But yeah, it's been some crazy weather. It has been some crazy weather around the United States. There are parts of the country that are getting stuff that they normally never get. That you know, it's weird, and they're blaming it on the whole El Nino, La Nina, what you call it, crap, whichever one it is this year. We've been in about the 40s or the 50s here in the past couple of days. Um, so yeah, it's been. Yeah, I was gonna say you're out in Colorado, yeah. And you all usually get the snow in the higher elevations out there a lot. You get it in the higher elevations a lot more. You're kidding me? It's 81 there, Cindy. Gee, yeah, that's weird for this time of year on the on this part on this end of the seaboard. We're usually only in like the 50s and 60s this time of year around here. Yeah. I know you get it in the lower elevations, but this time of year, you all are usually just getting it in the more in the higher elevations, aren't you? Up around where all this, like the ski resorts and all that are. Alexa, what's the weather?
Good afternoon, Mutt-Nuts. Currently, in Crisfield it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds and showers, with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 52 degrees.
Yeah. Alexa, what's tomorrow's weather?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Crisfield. Look for showers, with a high of 60 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34 degrees.
I have a feeling these stupid temperatures are going to bring a thunderstorm to us eventually. Oh. I really see them coming. Yeah, I know. A lot of your ski resorts, a lot of the snow is man-made. Um, that way they can kind of ski almost year-round. I never quite understood that. Why people, to do that. It is what it is, I guess. These little tigers coming out, they're cute. He's going to be stinking cute. I'm hoping to actually have this one done by either the end of this week or next week. I promise y'all, this one ain't going to take me 5 months to get done like it did the other one. But I don't know. I got a little burnt out on her, I think. And I just put her aside, you know. Uh, it is what it is, I guess. It's cute. I'm not really scared of heights, but I still don't want to be on a mountain. I'm afraid, especially a mountain covered in snow. I'd be afraid I'd get caught in an avalanche. Yeah, I am. I'm really scared I'd be caught in an avalanche. And I don't want to go to the West Coast because I don't want to be caught in an earthquake. I'll just take my chances with hurricanes. That's the worst that we get here. That or some flatline winds, basically. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's my thinking to that. I mean, yeah, we deal with hurricanes here, but that's why I still don't want to ever live in Florida. Cause yeah, they get them a lot worse than we do. Because they bounce back and forth across that Gulf Coast. Hey, Steph. Tammy, God, why did they kick out? I'm not 100% sure with that one. 'Cause I don't really mail a lot of packages. Um, Cindy, are you still here? Or Kokisha? One of those two would be able to probably answer that for you. They send more packages than I do. Yeah, I told Tammy you'd probably be able to answer her question better than I could. Yeah, see, I don't really send packages, so I very rarely even send any mail out at all, unless it's I have to. Most of the time when we have to pay bills or whatever, we pay them online. Just doing a quick scan. That's all that is. His little face is coming out so cute. I as consumers, I do know though if you're ordering from like Amazon or somewhere like that online, usually they give you a tracking number on your order receipt. Or with Amazon, you can go into your recent orders and you can click track order, and when you click that, it should give you your tracking number right there. Welcome back, Sissy. Yeah, you can actually. Tammy, do you actually have what's called informed delivery with USPS? If you have informed delivery with USPS, it's gonna send you an email when you have mail. Um, or you can go into USPS and log into informed delivery, and you can see what's going to be delivered or what packages you may have coming. Yeah, the packages aren't going to show up until they actually ship, and USPS actually has a tracking number for it. So once USPS gets a tracking number for it, it should show up in there. Because I know that's how, when I know I have something coming from Amazon, um, I can look in my USPS informed delivery, and once it's shipped from Amazon, it shows me when it's coming to, through the USPS, or supposed to come through the USPS. Because no, I'm going to be nice, and I'm not going to get into the whole why we hate our mail lady. I hate her ass. I hate her. I want the other lady. I like the little Oriental lady. She's sweet. But I noticed we've had the guy here lately. So the other one must be on vacation or something. Sorry, I hate the woman. So yeah. She's very rude and arrogant. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how to tell you to figure that out. I mean, if you never got any tracking information, you never received a package. That's on their end. Because even when my package from Berta, that's, we still don't understand this one. My package from Berta kind of got lost for a while. I still had a tracking number for it, and then Berta had to contact and get it all, figure out what was going on. Um, yeah. Then it just all of a sudden, it wasn't on the thing anymore, and then poof, it comes back that your package is on the way. Yeah, that was a whole funny debacle. But, yeah. Seems like when I get a package, it comes from anywhere on the West Coast or the Midwest. It seems to get lost in transit for a while before I get it. It's funny. Oh, okay, so yeah. Once I get into this section, I'll finish off the top of his head. cute. He looks cute. But, yeah. Yeah, if they sent you I mean, anytime I've had a won something that someone sent me the tracking number for, or somebody was sending me a package and they sent me the tracking number, I've always had a tracking number, or a way to track the package. Yeah, because that's an email you're not going to miss. Is when it comes with a tracking number and all involved. Because if you've got Google Mail, when there's a tracking number in the email, Google actually put a little button on the email title itself, when you're going through your emails, and it say track package, or at least it has on my end, that I've noticed. Yeah, see, that's why I'm not understanding why they should have gave you. It's on their end, Tammy. It's not on yours. Um, because you're like me. I mean, you're on top of stuff like that. I mean, if someone's going to send me something, I'm going to keep on top of the tracking number. I'm going to keep on top of all that information. Sounds like they dropped the ball on their end. Oh yeah, there are those. The pirate, yeah, and a lot of them are getting bolder now and doing it in broad daylight. They're stealing packages right off of people's porches in broad daylight. Still think the one is funny though. It was on TikTok, I think. Woman kept wondering. She kept ordering snacks from Amazon, and she'd be at work, and come home, her boxes are missing. Oh, they found their porch pirate. Their porch pirate was a huge ass black bear. Was coming and stealing the boxes and taking them away. See, that's like when me and Mom know we have something coming, that's like really valuable. We tend to try to stay near the house, because we just there's somebody in our neighborhood we really we don't trust her son. Don't trust her either, or her daughter, but uh, yeah, especially around the holidays. There are, I mean, there's porch pirates all the time, but the holidays are when they really hit. Or it gets me when people leave, you go and you buy these high dollar items and you leave them visible in your car, and people break into your car and stuff. It's crazy. I like watching the people that make the glitter bombs and put them on their porch, and the porch pirates think they've done stolen something worth value, and once they get in their vehicle or whatever and open it, glitter everywhere. like that to teach you. Then there was one guy I seen that did it, and he used a skunk spray smell. And the guy opened it in his own car and everything. Wound up, the car had detailed and everything. Uh, yeah, yeah, it is, Tammy. And like you say, it's not the item; it's the principle of the fact. They said that they sent you something, and you've been expecting it or looking out for it, and you know, because like you say, you've got porch pirate. There's porch pirates around, and things do get lost in the mail, and if it's lost in the mail, then they have to track it because they were the sender, and they're the ones that put have to track that, get up with their where it was sent from and get an investigation going. Um, but yeah, yeah, it is. It's the principle of the fact that you're going to tell somebody you sent them something. You know, oh, you've been working on your tiger, sis. Yeah, I'm coming along on this one. I've got after this, I've got 7 sections left. No, one, two, three, four, 6 sections left. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that people do that stuff. I'm like, why? You tell somebody you're going to send them something, and then you renege on it. Why? And you don't tell them, oh, I can't send it right now, or I'm not going to be able to send that. You don't even give them any explanation on what's going on, which I think is messed up. I have 4 6x6 and 4x6. Hey, Chantel. It's crazy though that people do that stuff. Like, so yeah, so that's all I got left on this one. Um, then most, I'd say I'm doing most of what I'm doing for next month are 30 by 40s or and a 30 by 30. So I know one of them, if I get it done in no time, for the event I'm doing that one for, I just keep posting my finished picture. Um, because I know I'm gonna whip through that one just because I'm eager to see how that one's gonna turn out. Um, I may actually add a little. I gotta see if I have any crystals for that one because I do want to put some crystals in a couple certain sections of that. Yeah. You might, hey Cajun, you might get it done this year. Well, you're busy, but you got to think, Sissy. You're busy with work and the girls and everything. So, but I have faith you'll get it done soon. You'll get it done either this year or beginning of next year, sis. Like me, I kept saying I was going to get We're All Mad Here done. It took me 5 months. And it's right. The thing with that is I only had two sections to do on her. You know. But, yeah, she turned out good. I like how she turned out. Yeah, yeah, you are. Cajun, I can actually say for a change, this is my only whip. And you know me. You know me. I usually have 4, 5, 6 canvases going at any time. But right now, this is my only whip. For now. Because if I don't get him done by the end of this week, which Friday's the 1st of March. So come March 1st, I'll have six whips because I'll have 5 other canvases I'll be working on. But as of right now, he's my only whip. I mean, and granted, the 30 by 30, I'll sit down and I'll whip that out in a day. So it's no biggie there. One of the 30 by 40s. Yeah, if I actually really wanted to, I could actually probably whip that out in a day as well because it is a lot of color blocking to that one. As well. That's the one for Mermaids and Magic. I'm actually doing. It's a picture of the 4 Harry Potter houses, and they're done in these really beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see it through the canvas. Through the I don't know if you can see it really good through the through there, but it's the different Harry Potter 4 houses, and then the whole background is 310. Um, but I think it's really going to come out pretty. And then, yeah. Then I'm doing this one for Get Your Weird On. I cannot wait to do this one. This one's going to be so fun. He's an octopus taking a bubble bath. He's got a rubber ducky. He's got a sailboat in his one tentacle and a scrub brush in the other one. So, I thought he was kind of weird. Then I got a couple other ones I'm doing. I'm doing the Who's Who event, and I'm doing these owls for the Who's Who event because it's centered around owls. So I'm going to do this one. I just need to see if I have any crystals because I want to put some crystals in these few owls' eyes. I think I have some yellowish orange crystals. For Diamond Grandma, she's doing all petals. I'm doing this cactus flower. Um, and then I'm doing this one for an event as well. So, for an Easter, springy Easter event. But yes, a lot of those aren't going to take me that long to get done. Um, and everything. So. Some of them I'll work on live streams. Some of them will get worked on off the lives. I'll probably just alternate back and forth of what I'm working on that day, or I go live because um, I just title my lives, gems and gossip now, um, instead of putting the hashtags and all that. Because really, I don't see where the hashtags were helping me at all. I didn't see any difference with or without a hashtag in my analytics, so I've not been including the hashtags. Now, when I post pictures, like on the Facebook group, if I post them there, then yeah, I'll put a hashtag for the event that I'm doing. Um, but I know for some people hashtags work, some they don't. Um, it just depends. That's good, sis. That's good to hear that it wasn't what they thought. Which size did you get on your rose, Tammy? I actually can show you exactly what you're going to get with that. Did you get the small one or did you get the large one? Oh, you got the pro. I actually have the beginner. Um, but the canvas is pretty much the same because I did the beginner on the butterflies, and sis, yours the advanced or the pro? Because I know you did the bigger one. So this is what the canvas itself. You had she had the pro, and I had the smaller version. There wasn't really much difference other than the size. Yeah, this one has two ABs. Mine has two ABs in it. Yeah, yeah, it is. Because for Sissy's, for the love of all things, that's what we did. We both did the same canvas, but I did the smaller one and she did the larger one. So your canvas would just it'd be this, but it'd be bigger. And this is a pretty picture. I haven't figured out when I'm doing this one, but I think it's a really pretty picture. I actually have another rose too. I have one from Dreamers Design. Um, this is the one I have from Dreamers Design. It's called Over the Rainbow. Let's see what I can do. Oops. The one I have from Dreamer is called Over the Rainbow. Of course. So it's pretty much it's similar to the one from Art Dot, except this one's a lot brighter, and this one has a little bit more darker colors to it. I actually have two canvases on the way from Amazon. Um, I wound up have to cash in my through my app I was using because for some reason now that app doesn't want to work with my devices. So I made sure I got my at least my two $5 cards, and I'm getting one. It's a saying with some butterflies, and it's a 40 by 50, and then it's a 40 by 50 of a Christmas scene. So, uh, yeah, I know. Like I need more canvases, but I was gonna, I needed to use the them up. So. Besides, the one is for an event anyway, so now I don't have to worry about buying that canvas for the event. Um, I can just focus on doing all my, you know, doing all my events now because I have canvases for all of them. Uh, yeah, DAC actually has an Amazon store. So there's some DAC canvases you could buy on Amazon. They're smaller than the originals. Um, but I do know they have some Randall Spanglers. I've seen those in there. I can't remember some of the other artists I've seen in there. I've only done one Diamond Dots, and that was one my mom got for me at Hobby Lobby, and we both fell in love with it. It was called Rainbow Dahlia Tree. Um, it was this beautiful. It was a partial, and it was this beautiful tree of rainbow colors. Um, I really fell in love with. Me and Mom fell in love with the nativity scene one, but that was back when I was only doing small canvases because that sucker was 100 some centimeters by I think 80 centimeters or something like that. Yeah, it was very intimidating back then. Now I'm okay with bigger canvases. Plus, we didn't like the price on it either. Hobby Lobby had that price had a hefty price on it. But that was when I was first getting into the diamond painting world. So that was that was 3 years ago actually, which is very hard to believe that I've been doing this for 3 years. It's a very fun hobby. Oh yeah, I loved it, sis. Oh, is it in the pink? I think it's in the pink. Yeah, here it is. This was the one I did, and it was I was hooked. Um, you know, after that with BBs and all that. Um, Now this is one of my very first ones I ever did. Was this so this is one of my very first ones I ever did was this skull, and then I did this skull. I keep them in here because I had trimmed the. This is before I knew about the washi tape and all that stuff. So there are some that there may be missing some drills on here and stuff like that. But that was back before I knew about what I know now. So that was the early years, as they say. Yeah, yeah. With her events, yeah, I'm watching that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know who that is, Tammy. It's just quite. Give me a second. Hmm. Okay. Now I have 4 subscribers, no videos, but yet they made their channel in 2015. Hmm. Yeah, you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that, Tammy. Actually, they're getting ready to be gone. Um, because yeah, I don't trust that. I keep forgetting that I can actually ban somebody on my StreamYard side. I'm still doing it the old way. I got my StreamYard up and I'm going to the YouTube. Yeah, I was going to say it is starting to rain on. I was going to. I forgot that I could do it on the StreamYard side now too. So. But yeah, you got 4 subscribers and no videos. Never seen you around before, and yeah, that's yeah. No, no. I might have been born at night, but it weren't last night. People. That's a troll. They tend to come out from time to time. You know. Yeah, they like to come out from time to time and rear their ugly little heads. You know, that's how things go. You know, and the easiest way to handle them most of the time is just to kick them. Don't even entertain them at all. Nine times out of ten, that's what they want. They want you to entertain them. You know, and it's not worth your time. That's life. You know, you have those that become the fly in the ointment all the time. There we go. You got a little bit done. Hey, a little bit's better than anything. It's just little by little, it. When you got the time, you just take a little bit of time and put a few down, and you know. You got something ready. Yeah. You just gotta take those little moments when you can, right? This. I'm almost an hour and a half. I'll probably run this to at least almost 2 hours today. Um, yeah. This has got a lot of pretty purples and blues. Hey, there you go, sissy. Sneak that time whenever you can. Oh, man, I have a diamond. I mean, I diamond paint, but I don't diamond paint every day like I used to. But I try diamond paint at least 3 or 4 times a week. Or do something diamond print. Yeah, I understand that one, sis. Yeah, that would want to put, keep yourself occupied. Yeah. understand that you have to keep yourself, occupied so you can stay awake. Yeah, because the shift that you're on. Oh yeah, yeah, same. Yeah, it is. It's really one of those hobbies you can be doing it and then stop midway and go do what you got to do and come back and pick right back up. Um, you know, Same thing with coloring too. Um, you can do the same thing with coloring. But yeah, there are some hobbies out there that you can't do that with. And that's what I like about recording in YouTube. I mean, recording YouTube videos with StreamYards now. If I need to take a break, we have the pause feature now. So you could pause while you're recording and then pick right back up, you know. So that's what I like about that. So I can start recording a video and take a break, and if I need to in the middle of recording. Where before I couldn't do that, so I actually was recording what I was recording. Then I had to stop, take a break, and start a whole new recording to finish the video, and then splice them together in editing. It can be a hassle. Yeah. So now I like that we have that feature with StreamYards. So life does get in the middle of our recordings, and we have to step away sometimes. Okay, that was stuck in there. Sometimes these Tic Tac containers, the lids get stuck in there, and then sometimes they're loose. Okay, Sissy. Yeah, I'll probably be here a few more minutes, and then I'm probably going to jump out of here myself anyway. Um, I may wind up just finishing this section out later. I may go take a nap. Um, little one sleepy. I hate jury days. I really do. They make me so sleepy. I don't understand why a dreary day does that to you. It drives me insane. It's coming along really cute. This section's really coming along cute. Um, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have it done by Friday, but I do think if I keep working, I'll have this one done in the next week or so. Because there is a lot of color blocking once you get down to some of these sections. And see, that's the thing. I'm okay with color blocking. I'm okay with confetti. I like rounds. I like squares. I don't have a preference on any of that. I know some people do. There are some people that do not like confetti. There's some people that don't like to color block. I know some people only like to do squares, and others like to only do rounds. Um, you know, we all have our own preferences. Yeah, I kind of knew what you meant, sis. Oh. Yeah, I do have a couple time lapse coloring videos I need to edit, but I may put that on hold for a little while just to work on canvases. I hate when your multi-placer has new putty, but it still doesn't want to pick up a jewel. I mostly own rounds, and I fly. I can fly through a round in no time. But I'm getting a little bit faster with squares. This is only my third square I've done. Um, my first one was a SpongeBob painting from One Day Savings. And then the second one, I believe, was the Cardinals on the Christmas mailbox. So this is my fourth one I've done then. Yeah, because we're all mad here over the square. I haven't, Tammy. I've actually, been watching other stuff. I don't know. It really didn't interest me. This, for some reason, just like NCIS Sydney. I don't care for that one. And I'm an NCIS girl. I love my NCISs, but yeah, I don't care for NCIS Sydney. Even though NCIS LA did me wrong when they got rid of Hattie. And now Callan, is it Callan? LL Cool J's character. Um, I believe he was making guest appearances on NCIS Hawaii. Something tells me they're getting ready to get rid of NCIS Los Angeles. Do that with New Orleans. Um, so I have a feeling. Hey, Mother, how are you? I hate that. When they start moving characters temporarily, they're doing guest appearances on one of the other versions of that show. Usually they're getting ready to get rid of that said show. And I hate when that happens. Or they're getting ready to get rid of said character from the show. I digress. I can only speculate on that, but in my experience, I've seen that happen. And I'm like, why? Why take the good shows? There's so many other shows on air that are so stupid. Like, I hate to say it, So Help Me Todd is so freaking stupid. And I'm glad Bob Hart's Abishola is in its last season. I'm just sad that young Sheldon is. I would have liked to have seen that one go a little bit farther. Um, I'd have liked to see that one gone to the point of right before him and Penny and all them met. You know, when he was moving out on his own and all that stuff. I understand they can only take them some shows so far, and then now that's one that I hate to see go. I haven't watched Ghost UK yet, but I'm wondering if that's going to be as good as Ghost. Because Ghost's freaking hilarious at times. I actually like that show. And of course, I love my FBI. All my FBIs. All right, sissy, have a good day. There's some TV shows you're like, what were they thinking when they made them? You know, what were they thinking when they made them? That's all I got to say. I've been into watching a lot of the older shows like MASH, Mama's Family, all those here lately. The old westerns. Yeah, you sit there when they come out with some of these TV shows, and you're like, what were they thinking? But then you get watching some of these TV shows that you're like, I'm on the fence about, and then it's like you get hooked, you get sucked in, you know. It's like you get sucked into it, like you get, sucked into some kind of polar vortex. You know. It was like there was one that used to come on. I want to say it was ABC. Um, it was called Monarch. There was Trace Atkins was on there. I'm the one that's saying Delta Dawn. Was that Emmy Lou? It was either Linda Ronstadt or Emmy Lou Harris. I can't remember which one. She was on there and everything, and that show was getting really, really good. 2 seasons, and then he never brought that one back. I was like, you gotta be kidding me! I was like so invested in Monarch, and then poof, it's gone. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, though, and the way that the second season had ended was in such a big cliffhanger of who actually committed this murder of the one's husband or ex-husband or whatever he was. I'm not sure. I think they had already gotten divorced. I'm like, did the wife do it? Did Trace Atkins' character do it? Like, I'm still highly upset over that one. Oh yeah, growing up there was a lot of good TV shows. There was one that used to be on the public broadcasting channel, which around here it's called PBS, and it was called St. Elsewhere. It was about a hospital. Denzel Washington was on there. Howie Mandel. The one who played George Feeney on the one with Fred Savage. I can't remember. Fred and Topanga and all them. He played George Feeney on there. The lady from Picket Fences, which, oh my God, that is a show I miss, Picket Fences. She was on there. Ed Begley Jr. was on there. A lot of these good were on this show, and I used to love watching it. It came on late at night, but I used to get to be able to watch it on the weekends. You know, growing up, and it was a good show. It was a really good show. No, my sister, she was a Doctor Who fan, so she was always watching Doctor Who. She loved Doctor Who, and I never realized that there were so many different doctors on Doctor Who. Over the years, I always thought it was just the same person, but yeah, no. But yeah, there were a lot of good shows growing up that if I get the chance and I could find reruns of playing on TV, or I find them online, I'll sit there and watch them. And especially any of the old cartoons, were children's programming like Reading Rainbow and 3-2-1 Contact and Romper Room and Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I grew up on all those types of shows. Sesame Street was my friend growing up. I loved, and I love how even till this day, Sesame Street works in real world events, real world things going on, real world problems going on, and everything. They work that into the show, because back in the day when Sesame Street was on, Mr. Hooper, who had the store, when he died in real life, they worked his death into the show. They worked Linda's deafness into the show, and they've worked, other disabilities and things into the show, and real world events and everything. It's been I really like that. And I can't go Christmas holiday without watching Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. It's not Christmas without it. Just like Mom watches It's a Wonderful Life, and we watch that. It's not, you got those shows that are just holiday shows that you got to watch. Frosty, Rudolph, yeah, and and there's a story behind Rudolph for Mom, but why that did, but I'm going to say it, and I know I'm going to make some people mad, and I don't care. I am sorry, people. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I'm just going to say it. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. No, I don't remember Army Wives, Tammy. See, I was born in 78, so I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. So by the time I was watching a lot of these shows, except Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers and all of them, most of the older shows that I watched were already reruns for my mom, or for me. By the time I watched them, they were double reruns, because Mom was born in '56. So, but I mean, I grew up watching like Andy Griffith and Rawhide and Bonanza and Gunsmoke and the Rifleman, the Virginian. God, I've seen every John Wayne movie there has ever been. That That's my jam. My John Wayne movies are my jam, especially McClintock Hattori, Donovan's Reef, and Circus World, and Rio Lobo, Rio Bravo as well. You know, and then of course I loved all three of the Smokey and the Bandits, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Then there was one I love, and I gotta find it and download it because I so want to watch it. It is called The Toy with Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason. I knew I was going to do that. About Wonder Wheel dying. If you can ever find that movie, that is a hilarious movie. Oh yeah, I grew up on the soap operas too. As the World Turns, Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, Guide and the Light, and one on I never was a Days of Our Lives person. Then there was another one. It was on ABC. It was called Port Charles. Oh, VHS. We still got a lot of the John Wayne VHSs that we still have in the closet. But yeah, I was a VHS kid to the point that when the VCR ate my copy of The Toy at the age of 16, I sat there and cried like a baby. But I'd had that tape since I was probably yeah. And people are telling me I'm too young to remember 8-track tapes or records or any of that. I grew up, my dad had an 8-track tape player in his vehicle. We had a record player, TV, radio. And did that floor model have the 8-track in it as well? I can't remember if it had the, but so I grew up on all that, and they're like, oh, you're too young to remember country music. Yeah. I'm like, I grew up, in my family, country music, we listened to all the time. Yeah, I listened to other stuff, but I grew up listening to the older country music because we had it on records. We had it on 8-track. So I grew up on old school country music of today. Hell, I'm a Teddy Ruxpin kid. I'm one of the ones that we figured out how to play our cassette tapes in it and make Teddy Ruxpin say things that Teddy Ruxpin really never said. It was funny because you'd put your tape in there and play it, and you'd hear the sound coming out, and Teddy's moving his mouth to whatever song you were playing. Or if you wanted, the newest tracks of music, you had to sit your boombox radio there and your tape recorder there and record it that way. Yeah, I never was a General Hospital fan either. I was more or less the CBS soaps kid. And like I say, it was, I can't remember. I can't remember when Port Charles was actually on air. Hey, hey Alexa, when did the soap opera Port Charles air?
From fandom.com. Port Charles was an American daytime soap opera that aired on the ABC television network from June 2nd, 1997 to October 3rd, 2003.
Yeah, so it was based off of a book series. So it was only from 97 to 2003. So. Yeah. But I'm telling you, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people hated the Teddy Ruxpin toy. Oh yeah, I grew up on VHS, 8-tracks, cassette tapes. Then along came CDs and all that. Heck, when I was growing up, the internet really wasn't the internet. The internet, I don't really remember the internet until my 6th or 7th grade year of school, and even then, you still had to type in all this code just to get certain games to play. You know. Then when I got in high school, internet was really starting to come on the scene and everything. So, I graduated in '96. um, but yeah, it was crazy back then, though. You know, kids don't realize we had to get up to change the channel. Now, some TVs you can change the channel with your damn cell phone. Um, you know, and we only had, cross your fingers that the airwaves were right. We only had 3 channels. You know, and you had VHF, and UHF. You know, um, and you prayed. Oh my God, you prayed for a foggy day. You prayed for a foggy day, or foggy night, because then the outside antenna is going to pick up stations from all over the place. Well, no, the internet was actually around before '96, Tammy. Because I remember going to our having our computer club and everything in school, but it was more or less the dial-up internet. So, it was a little wonky, slow, you know. It's not the internet that we know of today, like the DSL and satellite and all that. But yeah, so and we had a huge TV antenna that my dad put on a. God, I don't even know how many feet in the air that tower went. And we had a box in the house you could turn the dial, and it had a motor that turned it. And yeah, we pray for foggy nights, because where we live at the time, we could pick up channels from Norfolk, Virginia, and places, Richmond, places like that. Um, or on a good day, you could pick up channels from all over the place. Yeah, you can. Like my streaming TV app that we have with our internet service, we could stream that on our phones if we wanted, or any of or I could stream it on my tablet or um, my computer. Um, but we have a little streaming box that hooks to ours that you know. So I have cable through our cable company, but I don't have cable through our cable company, if that makes sense. The only cable line that comes in the house is for our internet, and so technically, I guess I could say I cut the cable, but I didn't cut the cable, as people say. But yeah, you can pretty much do anything with your phones nowadays. Um, and it's sad that kids of today really don't know how things were, when we were young. You know, we had our imaginations. We'd go outside and play. Yeah, we got TV time, but we also were made to go outside. You know, um, but I was an outdoor kid anyway, so it didn't bug me to be outside pretty much all day long. Um, I'm a country kid, so I grew up, being outside playing with the animals, or playing in the woods or the pond or whatever. So, so that stuff didn't bother me growing up, But the kids of today, they don't know that stuff. All they know is screens and texting and all that stuff. And my mom, when she worked for Head Start, you could tell the kids that came in that their parents pretty much just sat them down in front of a TV screen or a phone or whatever because they didn't know nothing. You know, or when we lived in the government housing here, this is sad. 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, there are young kids. I mean, 2, 3, and 4 year olds outside playing and no parents around. You know, it's sad. You know, the generations of today just don't care. You know, back when I was growing up, you had to be back in the house by a certain time. You know, especially if we were staying at my grandparents. If my mom, when we were allowed to go down the street and play with our friends and everything, but we had to be back to my grandparents' house by a certain time. And there was a lot of people on that street. If we weren't back where we were supposed to be or headed back to where we were supposed to be by a certain time, those people had already called my grandparents. No. So yeah, you know, you can't let your kids do that today. You can't let your kids just go out and play because with the fear of, are they coming back home? If somebody took them or, it's scary. It is. It really is. The way this world is these days. And, yeah. And it's like you're forever seeing on Facebook. I know here, at least here in a couple of the counties near me, there's forever some young teen running away or missing, and there's been a couple from the other side of the bay, near Baltimore, DC, Annapolis, all that. It's sad. It really is. Because it's like, you're wondering, did they really run away? Were they kidnapped? What's going on? You know? Yeah, it was. We had it, like I said, we had it in our schools, and we were just learning it. I think that was maybe my 10th, my 11th grade year of high school. So that would have been like between 93 to 95-ish. Because, like I say, I graduated in 96, and I know dial-up was on the scene then. But, dial-up was crazy. And that's a sound you'll never, I don't care how old you get, that is a sound you'll never get out of your head, is the AOL dial-up. You've got mail. I'll never get that out of my head. It was hilarious. Oh, where did I go? Oh Lord, I lost it. Okay, where'd it go? Yeah, that's a sound that'll haunt me forever. That'll haunt a lot of us forever. It's the AOL dial-up sound. I was somewhere not too long ago, and somebody actually has it as their ringtone. I was like, "Jeez, that ain't a blast from the past." I'm like, I don't even think AOL is even still around. Tell you the truth, actually. Um, then there was Juno. I remember Juno was when you had Juno, you had Hotmail, you had Yahoo, MySpace. MySpace was the early day Facebook. Um, I remember MySpace. MySpace was kind of fun. Yeah, that was the modern day Facebook. Was MySpace. But I'm like, there are so many things kids of today just don't realize we had to go through just to be able to even use the internet or watch TV or even make a phone call. Oh my gosh, you know we didn't have cell phones back then. We had corded phones, and then I can't remember. I remember us getting a cordless phone, but I can't remember when that was. Um, I think it was I remember having it. I think we were living on the farm, so it would have been the early 90, 91-ish. I think when we got our, and then you had caller ID, you know, answering machines. You didn't have voicemail. You had an actual answering machine. Um, things like that. Kids just don't realize that stuff. They think everything is digital now, uh, we had to go through so many sacrifices. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to go here in a few minutes, myself, Jamie, because my show will be coming on in an hour. Like I say, me and Mom been into watching Mama's Family here lately. I don't care how many times I watched them and have seen them. It's still so hilarious. It's just like watching the Three Stooges over and over again. I can tell you, I could watch Three Stooges all day long. They are freaking crazy. Yeah, I'll be in Miss Wanda's live later tonight. Um, Not saying how coherent I'll be, but I'll be there. Because this rainy weather's just made me sleepy. Mom said it's gotten cold too. But that's where I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here myself, guys. Like I say, Thursday, I don't know if I'm going to be live or not. Me and Mom have to go to the store. And then by the time we get home, I don't know if I'm going to feel up to going live because we still got to run errands on Friday as well. Um, so Thursday and Friday are going to be busy days. Um, but if I do decide to go live, it'll just come as a pop up. If not, I will see you all next week. Bye, y'all.